So this is a great question. And yes, the answer is yes, I have. Twice. Once for state representative and once for Board of Education here in Nashua, New Hampshire. And I expounded upon this a little bit in a previous video about what happened when I ran for Board of Education, and then the following year I ran for state rep. I'll show you a little clip of that here.
3 years ago now, almost, I was in a photograph, and at the very end of the photograph, there was a man that I did not know, did not speak to. To this day, 3 years later, I have no idea who that is. But that photo went viral. Even when we told people, again, I have no idea who that is to this day. But my elected officials in Nashua decided that we were guilty. There was no innocence. Here's my mayor talking about 2 candidates for the Nashua Board of Education being connected to these Proud Boy rallies and neo-Nazism.
The Proud Boys have become attracted maybe to some of the people who have raised a lot of issues regarding schools and the masks and the like. A couple of the candidates that might be running for the school board.
And here's a super fun collection of my Nashua state reps and Nashua Board of Aldermen, current and former, calling me and my bestie everything from white supremacists, freaks, hate-filled Nazis. The list goes on. Didn't matter, it wasn't true. Not like any of them bothered to ask me or have a conversation, all because we simply wanted to advocate for our children to open the schools, to make masks optional, or to understand the curriculum that was being taught in the schools. But this person who perpetrated this disgusting, immoral abuse of our children should be given the presumption of innocence. Nobody called the FBI on Stacy Lawton, but you sure as hell called the FBI on us.
So because of that lie and because of that stupid picture, it makes it nearly impossible in a very blue city to run for anything at this point now. And I ran as an independent for Board of Education. And I ran as a Republican for state rep because you had to pick a party, I guess. So I'm not just on here making content or saying, you know, the goings on of my city because I've never tried to do anything. I've tried. Will I ever run for office again? I don't know. This city has made it very, very difficult for anyone outside of the blue think tank echo chamber to make any headway at this point. But I continue to advocate and create content with regards to the happenings in my city in the hope that someday we can restore some sort of semblance of balance here. Because regardless, this is my city. I am from here all my life. I went to school here. I had my daughter here. I bought my first house here. I mean, this is my home. And I'm hoping at some point, someday, we can get back to that sort of central point of democracy where, you know, there's a bit of divide and both sides have some voice and even maybe a third party. But I do try really hard not to look backwards because that's the wrong direction. But I'm still just a regular person with a job. I'm a mom. And at the end of the day, I feel like politics is too important just to be left up to career politicians. So if you have the opportunity like I have to ever run for something, I do suggest you do it. Maybe you live in a city that's not quite like mine and just solid one way, and you can get in there and enact some change. Because as always, elections have consequences.